I'm going to start off this video by saying I do not like being the bearer of bad news, but I kind of called it and I wish I didn't, okay? But it is what it is. So we are not getting 2-year global anniversary celebration units, at least from my understanding. I did ask Hydros just to double check that this was all the information we had on what is coming out next, and he said it was. You never know, they could do a patch where we get celebration units down the line, but as of right now, we do know what the next character is, and let me just tell you guys, it is not a celebration unit. But before we get into talking about the new banner and the new character, who I still think the character is very hype, I'm actually very excited about the character, we're going to talk about some of the events that are coming to the game. So the first thing is Climax Battle with Best Jeanist is going to be returning. This will be returning on the 10th of February, so just 4 days away from the time of recording this, and it will be running up until the 2nd of March. So you'll have a pretty good amount of time to work on Best Jeanist if you have not yet had the opportunity to. Besides that, we are also getting a free Valentine's Day login bonus, so this is very nice. Make sure you log in for a free background. And then we are also, this is the big news to me, and I'm happy about this. Hopefully they can consistently do this, and it's not just like a 1 or 2 off, but we are getting another VE Tower difficulty challenge, and this time it is going to be the Eraser stage with Aizawa. This is going to be starting though a little bit later than the Best Jeanist Climax Battle. It's going to be starting on February 20th and run up until March 7th, where you will be able to compete in the Eraser stage for a high score. And I always like VE Tower because it gives you pretty good rewards, just even for coming in the top 50. If you can get in the top 10, even better. Top 3, even better, really. But like, yeah, really good rewards for VE Tower. It's a lot of fun to challenge yourself and try to get the highest score possible. So I think this VE Tower will be a lot of fun, and I'm very, very happy that we are at least getting content. I wish we were getting like new content, but that probably won't happen until the JP anniversary. So we'll see when the JP anniversary comes around. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Like, it's the game was designed in that country, and they're gonna have a bigger, to do celebration for that anniversary than for the global anniversary, right? So it is what it is, but at least we're getting new content, right? So positive on that. Now, Valentine's Day is also coming up, and on the 10th of February, before Valentine's Day, we will be getting a Valentine's Day Select Recruit. This is similar to what we got last year. This will run until the 19th of February. So it's not here all that long, but I will warn you guys, I think this is the biggest bait banner they could do. It's just not worth it. Do not pull on this. These characters are absolutely not worth it, especially with how close this banner is going to be to the new character banner. The new character banner comes out on the 16th. This one comes out on the 10th. Now, if you go and pull on the new character banner and then you are missing some of these units right here, then you can come back to this banner and summon on it if you want to, but still, I personally don't recommend it. Out of all these characters, right, there is literally almost no one who is needed right now. Midnight is probably your best pull. Mount Lady's okay. So these are probably like your 2 best pulls right now. This Toga is all right, and Nagant's all right. The rest of everybody else, you don't really need. Okay, so if you are going to pull on this banner, I go for Midnight, I go for Mount Lady. Those would be like my first 2, and then my second 2 options, my backup options, would probably be Toga and Nagant. Everyone else pretty much useless in the game right now, so I wouldn't really even worry about pulling on this banner. Besides that, we are also getting a Battle Select Recruit. I hate it when they name it like Select Recruit, because I'm 90% sure you do not get to select the character you're pulling for. If you did, that'd be really dope and really cool. A cool new mechanic they added into the game, but they're not doing that for global. They might do it for the JP anniversary, but they're not introducing anything new until the JP anniversary. I can almost guarantee it. So what this is it's just going to be basically a small pool of general pool characters that are fairly decent, right? So we have White-haired Dabi, who's pretty good. We have Shigaraki, who's okay. We have Compress, who's insanely good. We have this Endeavor, who was good a long time ago. Like, most of these characters were meta at some point in time or another. I would say most of them have fallen off now, though. So there is that. But the big win here, the thing you want to go for, is Adventure Weights. That's really, really good. And then you could also go for the Snatch Memory. Like, the memories this time around are actually better than the characters, in my opinion. So if you're pulling on this banner, you're actually trying to get memories over characters. But this banner, once again, doesn't start until the 20th. It runs until the 7th of March. This banner will be dropping after the new character banner. But once again, in my opinion, this is definitely a skip banner. Okay, so skip this banner, and now let's talk about the new banner. So if you haven't already figured it out, Kaimori is the new character. I'm so happy this is the next Class B character. I thought it might be Mudman, but hey, I am so okay with this. This banner will be running from the 16th until the 1st of March, and honestly, even though the content is sometimes lacking in the game, I really want this character. I really want to pull for her, even if I haven't even read her kit yet, but I have been waiting for them to diversify the character pool, and they're starting to do it little by little, but I've been waiting for Class B characters. So this makes me very, very happy, and I feel like a lot of people are going to feel the same. Like, even though we're getting shafted on celebration units, this is still a hype unit, right? I think this is a hype unit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I am actually hyped. For the first time in a minute, I'm excited to pull. I was not excited for All Might. I'm not going to lie to you. Shoji, I looked at his kit, I wasn't super excited. I'm hoping my excitement doesn't die down as I look at her kit, but I'm already just excited by the idea of the character, right? It's because there's so much you can do with a character like this. Okay, now the new the new event memory is going to be called a one-man capture. And what this is going to do is, if there are any UA high class 1B characters on the team, it increases max HP by 30% and critical resist by 20% and resistance to paralysis. So it's pretty good. The art's good. I don't know where you're really going to use this. I'm not going to lie. You probably won't end up using it all that much. Max HP, you could use it on Shoji, I guess, if you wanted to increase his max HP. That's a pretty good amount of max HP increase for a free-to-play SR memory. But other than that, yeah, I don't know how much the resistances are going to matter. Now, as for the summonable SR memory here, it is called Onslaught of Darkness featuring Tokoyami. The art, once again, looking amazing. The art team always killing it. If the content could just keep up with the art, right? If there are any male characters on the team, increases characters plus ultra gauge by 50% up to 1 time, increases plus ultra move skill impact by 20%, and increases resistance to blinding. So not terrible for an SR, honestly. Increasing plus ultra gauge by 50% 1 time is really good. That's actually insanely good. That'll be very good in VE Tower. So this is a memory you might actually want to keep like 2 copies of, because that 50% plus ultra gauge 1 time is pretty dang good. That's actually, for the first time in a while, I am going to say an SR memory is good. So this might actually be worth pulling for in and of itself. And then here we have the new UR memory, Take Them Out in One Blow. When equipped by a strength type character, increases character's max HP by 30% and gives character a barrier that nullifies 1 hit up to 1 time. Every 3 turns, increases skill impact of all allies by 25% for 1 turn, up to 3 times, and their plus ultra gauge by 20% up to 3 times. Ooh, all allies plus ultra gauge up? Hey, off of memory? That's actually good. So this is pretty good. The max HP up is solid, and skill impact up is solid. The barrier is just kind of gimmicky. I don't even see a point in that. I guess you get 1 barrier. Woo, barriers are so useless in this game. Honestly, hardly ever do they make a difference in PvP or PvE. So yeah, art team killing it. Actually a somewhat decent memory. The barrier is just kind of like the cherry on top. You don't necessarily need it, but yeah, I'm liking the banner so far. The banner does, honestly, this looks good. It looks good. Now let's take a look at Kaimori herself. This will be my first time seeing the kit with you guys, so I'll let you know my thoughts as we read through it. Her plus ultra move is called Fungi Magic. It deals 600% damage to a single opponent with a high chance 75% of blinding them for 3 turns. Okay, a medium chance of a medium chance of paralyzing them for 2 turns, okay, and a medium chance 50% of blocking their recovery for 3 turns. Wow, that is a lot going on there. If this was AoE, it would be broken, but it's only single target attack, so not too crazy. Regenerates HP of all allies by 20% for 3 turns. Yo, are we about to get a support Class B character? Okay. Well, that's a lot going on with that plus ultra. That's pretty good. Action skill 1, Squiggly Mushrooms, deals 350% damage to a single opponent with a medium chance of paralyzing them for 2 turns still. Restores HP of all allies by 15%. On top of that, yo, that's good. Instantaneous HP, that's good. Regenerates HP of all allies by 15% for 3 turns when using a successfully executed skill chain. Ooh, that's very good. So we got technical hits for the new VE Tower. We have instantaneous healing. We also have healing over time. We also have a status element. It is only single target, but that's all pretty good. Cooldown time of 5 is not the greatest, so I will say that. Action skill 2, Poisony Mushrooms, yippee! Deals 250% damage to all opponents, so there's the attack all that we needed to make her more viable, with a medium chance of blinding them for 3 turns and a low chance of blocking their recovery for 3 turns. So she's got recovery block on this as well, and decreases their action skill impact by 20% for 3 turns. Now, low chance of blocking recovery may sound not great, but it's actually pretty good when you take into account that you are targeting 3 enemies if you're in PvP, and you have a low chance on each of them to block their recovery. So chances are you are going to be blocking at least one person's recovery, making it easier for you in PvP. So that's actually pretty dang good. Up here, was it still a low chance of blocking, or it was a medium? Yeah, medium chance of blocking on the Plus Ultra. Okay, so it's a little bit better on the Plus Ultra since it is only single target, but I think actually skill 2, you'll see more recovery block with this skill than you probably ever will with the special skill, just because it takes so long to get her ultimate. And then auto skill 1, Mushroom Expert. Every 3 turns decreases action skill impact of all opponents by 20% for 2 turns and critical hit rate by 20% for 2 turns. Okay, that's good. And then shortens characters cooldown time by 2 when HP is below 50% up to 1 time. I hate that, like, being below 50%. It just, like, it doesn't ever help to have your action skills cool down when you're below 50% health, hardly ever, because normally you're going on like a 3-turn system, and if your action skills are that messed up that you need the cooldown, it's just already trouble, right? So that's not great. That's not great. Auto skill 2, Blackwood Cauliflower Shroom. When character receives 2 attacks, ignores target, and has a medium chance 50% of blinding a random single opponent for 2 turns. When character is regenerating HP, decreases critical hit rate of all opponents by 20% and critical resistance by 10%. Okay, very interesting support. I don't think she's going to be too overpowered compared to some of the stuff we have right now. Also, I do want to point out she had no speed anywhere in there for her kit, so that's automatically going to make her a little bit harder to run in PvP. Now, in terms of PvE, with the new VE tower coming back, and I love the fact that I can talk about PvE again, because VE Tower has now been here consistently, at least for a couple of months now, because we just had one. We'll see if we have one on the next banner. but yeah, so this is pretty good. It has a technical hit. It has a status element. You have a status element on this one as well as a technical hit. So very good stuff. And then also status elements on the Plus Ultra, like all the way around. Very, very good. And then, of course, I think this may count as technical down here. I'm not sure exactly how that will work. We'll have to see, because it says when character receives 2 attacks, she ignores the target and has a medium chance. Is it when she receives the attacks? I think it means when she receives 2 attacks and then attacks herself, she ignores the target. So I don't know. But yeah, and as long as she's regenerating HP, I don't think that counts as a technical. But it might in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure these are the only technicals here. These two. Sorry, these 2 are the only technicals here between action skill 1 and 2. All right, with that said, let's take a look at her art. So, ooh, the awakened art though, yo, the awakened art is sick. I actually really, really like that. Oh man, I'm pulling for the art alone. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this character, like in the anime, because she could literally just kill everybody if she wanted to. She is the most OP character, but they just wrote her off as like a side character. It's crazy to me, but yeah, she's actually just so insane. Let's go ahead and take a look at her Plus Ultra. All right, so this Plus Ultra is provided courtesy of Hydros Impact. Go check out his channel if you guys want. All right, we're going to go ahead and watch through it and see what she does. Okay, a bunch of shrooms. I like the close-ups of the guns. Oh, you know what? They actually stayed kind of true to the anime this time around. Yo, that was so good. That was actually, for a Gen Pool character, dude. They got the custom background. At least, you know, they're not giving us celebration units, but they went all out with this animation. This animation is actually sick. That animation is really good with the mushrooms, the onomatopoeia there at the bottom. That was so cool. I actually really like it. Hold on, I want to see that again. Where she yeah, you can see it right there. The mushrooms, it looks good. It looks so good. I'm actually hyped. I am hyped for the animation. I'm not sure how good she's going to be support wise, so I'm not sure about the kit, but I'm hyped for the character, hyped for the animation after seeing this Plus Ultra, hyped for actually the memories this time. The memories are good. Even the SR memory is good. So overall, as a general pool banner, at least they didn't give us a crappy banner. This is a good general pool banner. I will fully admit that. But at the same time, I personally am a little bit salty that we didn't even get celebration units for our anniversary. And I'm sure JP will get something sick. So it just makes me a little bit sad. But it is what it is. Let me know how you guys are feeling about all this down in the comments. Are you upset that they're not doing like a real anniversary banner for us with celebration units, or do you prefer this? There's definitely some people that probably prefer this because, to be honest, sick character in my opinion. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like button. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, and peace.